Artists are rescheduling their tours. Festivals are uncertain when they can resume. The industry needs both innovation and fan support to weather the crisis. Without the financial support of publicly traded companies or ones with deep pockets, the industry music sector is left fighting to survive. Here with his perspective on the matter is the Duke. How you doing?
How's it going, Peter? Big Pete.
Good, good. Good. Hey, what's up, man? All right, so I was looking at the article that you shared, and I'm going to put it into the show notes. But one of the big things is like creativity, and I know you're about creativity. Is what has made independence successful in the first place, and how many have devised, and many are devising new ways to survive in this time. So what are you seeing? What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are, if you have been sitting around for the last 6 months playing video games, you probably have some great scores and you probably beat a lot of bosses, but it don't mean anything for your bank account. And I think that if you're a creator, a musician, or owner of a venue or any type of job in the music industry, you got to understand that right now is the time to hustle. You know what I mean? You can't sit on, back in my days, or because you'll end up like Blockbuster. And Martin, one of my favorite shows of all time, had a great character named Hustle Man. And Hustle Man always had a new hustle, whether he had chickens on a stick or, if he would, sell you cars, your own tires back to you. He always had a hustle, and you got to respect the hustler, right? So let's say, for example, the street hustler, right? So when it's raining outside, the street hustler has umbrellas, right? So he's giving you something to block you from the rain, right? Because he understands that's what that's what you need. But then when it gets hot, he gives you the water back by selling you water bottles, right? And those water bottles, you can get them for 20 something for $4, right? So he's making a profit on that. You got to be a hustler. You got to be an entrepreneur in this moment in time. If you want to survive, you got to create a new revenue stream for yourself. It doesn't matter how awesome you were in March or February. It's irrelevant now because you don't know what the landscape is going to be when it comes back for you. And if you want to wait for some type of landscape to come in the future that you think is going to happen, I can almost guarantee you that it's not going to be that way, because no one individual creates the world. It's created by a mass collection. So the hustle is hustle time right now. It's time for you to be like Rocky and run up those stairs. It's time for you to punch meat. If you don't have a sandbag to punch, it's time to get creative. Amen.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. And the hustler, and that's the whole thing. And that's what independents have always done. That has always been the underdog. Like people like on the majors, those artists are like, I want to be signed to, pick a major label. I want to be signed. My goal is that. Okay. So they're hustling to get to that point, but the real grind comes from those independent artists that are like day in and day out coming up with new ideas, new ways to collaborate, new ways to find a place, a venue to play at. Let's put it together, a pickup truck. Let's come up with something really unique and different. So that's what really the passion and the underbelly of what the independents are about. So I love that. So what do you started rolling out, and we talked about it last week, but I've seen a lot more videos. So just quickly tell us again what you're working on there over in Williamsburg.
So in Williamsburg, I have a t-shirt print shop, and it's a recording studio called the Willie B Labs. You can find it on Instagram and Twitter and all that. And I have some friends in reality television, and they started filming me. They felt I was interesting, my story was interesting, and the studio was interesting, and the characters at the studio were interesting. So they started filming me, and they created a show called Collective Vibes. And we have 9 episodes. 4 of them are out right now. You can YouTube it, type in Collective Vibes. Our goal is to get it on Vice or Fuse or Revolt or one of these channels that would Complex, Netflix, something like that. But like a lot of things, you create it yourself, as we're talking about hustling. So it's a hustle within a hustle. I have the studio, which is a hustle, and now a show about the studio, which is a hustle about the hustle.